Hey, good day everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm Sean David. Let's talk some old school basketball. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at former NBA players and NBA legends and their opinion on how good Scottie Pippen was. But before we start with this video, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to get exclusive access to exclusive material, please check out my Patreon account. And I would say without any more blah blah, let's get right into today's episode. So the first player's opinion that we're going to take a look at is Kobe Bryant. And that was really interesting because I never had an idea that Kobe had so much respect for Scottie. But hey, listen for yourself.
I'm a young player coming into the league today. I would really focus on the defensive end of the floor and look at Scottie Pippen. I mean, this guy was a genius. His ball pressure, playing passing lanes, blocking shots, taking charges. And he played with a passion on the defensive end of the floor. Like, no, this is the most exciting part of it. He's going after it. He's playing with an energy out there. If I can learn how to cut angles off like Scottie, be aggressive on the defensive end of the floor like Scottie, I think that'll just take my game and the team that drafts me to an entirely different level.
Just cheering for you, that's all I would ever want out of my life. I would just go home and retire after
Absolutely.
that. So
I mean, but now I'm sitting next to Pip. I grew up watching my man, and now I'm sitting next to him. This is one of my childhood idols, so this is awesome.
That's very nice.
The next one that we have is John Spider Selly, one of the most entertaining guys in NBA history. And that guy has a very unique opinion on Scottie Pippen. And I don't say that he's totally wrong, but yeah, he's wrong. But still a very interesting opinion. Have a listen.
Kobe has watched so much Michael and mirrored his game after him, but he's double jointed and he shoots a better long ball. And you're allowed to hand check. But LeBron, see, the funny thing is, I think Scottie is more skilled than all of them. Scottie Pippen is probably the most skilled player I've ever played with.
Really?
Yeah. And his hands come to his shins. Okay, standing straight up.
But he just happened to be playing with Michael Jordan, so.
Well, this is the deal. Michael would turn him, Scottie would get the steal.
Going into the Lakers series, Phil had in his pocket the strategy that, look, I've got Pippen, who really plays point guard for us, point forward, runs the offense, and we'll put him on Magic at some point. We went to it in game 2, and it made all the difference in changing the Lakers' offense.
Michael had picked up 2 fouls early, and so it became necessary. And one of the things that Scottie did was he, on dead balls, he'd pick them up in the backcourt. He'd make Magic work. And Magic was good. He wasn't going to turn it over a lot, but he made him work to get the ball up the floor.
I knew that I could cause him a lot of problems. I watched Magic my whole career and even before my career, so I knew the style of player he was, and I knew what I could do to prohibit him from being as effective on the basketball court as he had been throughout his career.
Magic was like 6'9", playing the point guard position. But here was this kid, Scottie Pippen, I thought for the first time, that was able to match him size for size, speed for speed.
You rarely had someone of Scottie's athleticism and length who could guard him 94 feet.
So now Magic was in a situation where he was having to back his way down court. He's facing backward, just get by Pippen's aggressive defense.
The Lakers really thrived on Showtime and Magic making plays, and you can take them out of rhythm, then you can make them have to think a little bit.
Scottie gave me some problems, and it made it a little tougher for us to get into our offense. And so it was a smart move on their side.
And Phil doesn't get a lot of credit for being a great strategic coach. The notion is he's chanting and he's involved in mysticism or Zen or something. But Phil's a basketball guy. And one of the things he's done, and I always wonder why guys don't do it more often, is sort of the kill the head of the snake thing. You try to take away the best thing they do. Not necessarily go after the best scorer, but get after who initiates the offense.
And it allowed then our big guys to battle with Divac down there. Horace could roam a little bit and find his way, and Michael then was able to gamble a little bit at times and get in the passing lane. So we found a little thing that really disrupted their tempo.
When Dennis Rodman came to the Chicago Bulls, I was so amazed. How can this guy who used to beat up Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen suddenly be a part of the Chicago Bulls? But hey, everything changed, and Dennis Rodman has so much respect for Scottie Pippen. Listen up.
I'm like, what does that feel? He said, could you go over and tell Scottie you're sorry? This is all true shit, man. I'm like, sorry for what? He said, that series you guys had in 99, 91, I said, you want me to go say sorry for that? He said, would you just go do it? I said, all right, I said, I went up to Scottie, I said, Scottie, sorry about that, man, pushing you out of bounds. Scottie said, don't worry about it, it's okay, we just want to win a championship. And he said, are you on board? I said, hell yeah, I'm on board. So that's how I signed the contract right there. I had to apologize to Scottie.
About Scottie Pippen and how that whole relationship evolved and how you pushed Scottie Pippen.
Well, not just push Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen pushed me. It was this big brother, little brother scenario. I knew the hard work that it took to get to that level. And if we wanted to get from point A to point B to point Z, then I'm gonna have to pull this guy along. We're gonna have to find a way to coexist. We're gonna have to find a way to challenge each other.
To come and trap and then go. Scottie, if you're there, you go.
So, it was that, me pulling him along.
Come on, man, let's go. Where you going? I'm ready. Let's go. You hear that? Come on.
No,
Captain. No.
Let's
go.
Y'all miss out on this.
That's entertainment.
145.
To where, okay, if you're gonna play this game, you're gonna have to get like this.
You could have just spin around. I thought when I saw you fake, you thought that someone came over. Karl Malone was at the top doing this. Okay.
And the next thing you know, it's a tandem.
It's a 3-on-1 with only Best back, and Pippen slams it in his face.
I don't think you're gonna have two players like that ever again that grew and became more successful together. And success started to, circle themselves around the two of them.
Well, the next guy that I have on my list is probably the guy that Scottie Pippen hates the most, Isaiah Thomas. I mean, the Bad Boy Pistons rivalries, they were just amazing. But Dennis Rodman and John Spidercelli basically forgave Scottie Pippen, so there's no bad blood. But with Isaiah Thomas and Scottie Pippen, they will never, ever be friends.
Pictures of you or something. What's the deal with Scottie?
Wait a minute, wait, ho.
Something's going on. I'm messing with
Did he want him on the team?
Well, I can't speak for Michael, but no, I did not want him on the team.
I don't mind Michael Jordan saying I didn't want Isaiah to be on the dream team. I don't mind, if Larry Bird said I don't want Isaiah to be on the dream team. But if Scottie Pippen say I don't want Isaiah to be on the dream team,
that's a problem.
Man, come on. You can't say nothing.
Okay, I got a new topic for the open court.
This is good. If Jordan is like, look, I'm not playing. If Isaiah plays, okay, all right. Scottie Pippen, I'm not playing if Isaiah plays. Man, go to the park.
Pippen the other way.
Scottie was one of the guys who really evolved the position as an all-around presence.
Look out! Pippen with the steal. Pippen. Oh, what a move by Scottie Pippen.
It was tough. To be a wing player and going against Scottie, it was very tough.
He is the complete package. He can do everything.
I don't think you could point to one part of Scottie's game and say, well, that was his weakness and he couldn't do that. Scottie did everything on the court.
He was the best defensive player pretty much every year.
This guy can guard any player on the floor.
A guy that whenever we needed to stop somebody would guard 1, 2, 3, 4.
And without his knowledge from that aspect, I don't think we'd have been as successful.
All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you next time, and peace. I'm out. Hey, you guys, if you're active on Facebook, I can really recommend Open Court. As an NBA fan, you should find everything you need. If it's funny NBA videos, impressive highlights, or even NBA news, I check out Open Court every day.